Quick one to say Happy New Year. And yeah, I don't really go much in for, it's just something we say, isn't it? I don't really go much in for it, but we're just going to get more of the same, I reckon. But let's hope we can all be happy. Some of you out there, I do not wish a Happy New Year to you. So that's a rotten thing to say, isn't that rotten? I'll tell you the reason why in a minute. But I want to give a couple of shout outs as well to a couple of very good channels that have entertained me for some time. One is a guy who's he's a real shining light of goodness and kindness. Well, they both are really, but he doesn't get much recognition himself, and that's Tame, the all-year motorcyclist. He's always got good things to say, he's always positive, upbeat, and just a jolly nice channel, jolly nice guy, I reckon. He ran a poll recently on his channel, who was your favourite YouTuber, and I actually came third, so I'm surprised about that, because Tame is a motorcycle channel, the all-year motorcyclist, and my channel isn't just about motorcycles, it's about a variety really of other things I get up to. And the channel that came number one was Two Wheeled Willie. Two Wheeled Willie, I kind of stumbled upon him probably about a year ago, and I was bemused because he didn't seem to keep a bike for very long. He'd buy a bike and it would be his best bike ever, and then sort of like 6 weeks later he'd sold it and he got another one. But he seems to have settled down a lot lately, and he's happy now with his keepers. He's got Kawasaki Z900 RS. I'm not into my Kawasaki's, I've never had a Kawasaki. I've had Yamahas, I've had Suzuki's, I've had Hondas, I've had Enfields. I've never had a Kawasaki. Maybe I'm missing out on something. Anyway, Two Wheeled Willie, he came number one in Tame's favourite YouTuber. So for a lot of people love Two Wheeled Willie, and he's a lovely guy actually. And the more I watch him, the more I sort of warm to his character. I think he's a lovely guy. Anyway, congratulations Willie, and don't forget to go and check out Tame's YouTube channel and Willie's YouTube channel. I'll put links in the description. That'll help bring a few subscribers there, where I'm sure they'll appreciate that. And the other reason, why do I not wish some of you Happy New Year? Well, I got broken into. I got burgled, believe it or not. I hadn't been very well over Christmas. We all went down with Summit, the whole family. My son came over on Boxing Day and he left not feeling very well, and then on the 28th I went down with something, probably what he had, and then so I hadn't been out on my motorbike since the ride on the 28th, and on the 30th in the morning I just came back from a dog walk and Mandy said to me, "You've left your garage doors unlocked." I said, "I don't think I have." So I bolted down, I raced down to the garage, and sure enough the doors were open, and the padlock was on the floor, and the hasp had been smashed off. We think it happened about 3 o'clock in the morning, because my daughter said she heard a bang, but she didn't do anything about it. She just turned over and went back to sleep again. So when I went to investigate, I didn't know, my heart was in my mouth, I didn't know what to expect, and I opened the garage doors, and the Himalayan had been shoved over onto its side. It was undamaged. The Interceptor had nothing had been happened to it. There was a very minor scratch mark on one of the engine casings where someone had brushed past it and made a little mark, but again nothing really. and the cover that was on the V-Strom had been lifted over, and so they wanted to see what was under the cover. But again, nothing untoward. I looked around the garage and there was nothing missing that I could see. I had tools on display, shelves full of garden machinery and other bits and pieces, and nothing was taken. So they either got disturbed or they weren't looking for whatever it was they were looking for. I have no idea who it was, whether it was a group of individuals or whether it was just one individual, whether it was a young person or what. But I'm a bit concerned that they might come back. So I've had to I spent a couple of days doing stuff. I can't tell you what I've done, because one of the worst things you can do is just tell people about your security arrangements. But all I can say is that there's devices here, there and everywhere, and hardware here, there and everywhere. I've really upped the game regarding the security of the motorcycles. Some of that is automated and monitored, and that's all I can say. So there are people out there they've got a moral compass that is malaligned. There's some horrible people out there. You know, I love my motorbikes, we love our motorcycles, and the last thing we want is put all that effort into our pride and joy and then find someone's just trashed it and stolen. So I think I'm lucky at the moment. I've still got the bikes, and with what I've got in, what I've done, hopefully I'll still have them. So just a bit of a warning really to any of you that are watching the channel. If you've got your motorcycles and they're not really kept, the security, or your security arrangements maybe are a bit lacking, then maybe up your game a little bit, like I've had to do, because there are individuals out there which aren't nice, and unfortunately some of these individuals are watching me right now. So if you're one of those, then have a really bad New Year. Certainly with regard to your ill-gotten gains. But maybe have a good New Year. Maybe change your ways and become an upright moral person, like most of us are. So anyway, sorry for the short video. I'll see what I can do regarding other videos this month, and hopefully we'll get out for a camp again at some point. But at the moment, just recovering from whatever it was I was recovering from, and getting over the shock of losing, or potentially being burgled. Very unsettling. I did report it to the police, and it's gone down as a burglary. I've got a crime reference number, and I lost a lot. I lost about three or four nights sleep because it unsettled me so much. But now I've got something else taking over the surveillance, should we say. It's made my mind more at ease. There you go. Happy New Year.